Beautiful. What is up, guys? Good morning. It is 3 a.m. It is super early. I still got my nose strip on, my nasal strip, but we're about to get into some coffee. This is the first thing I do when I wake up. I go to the washroom, I come out here, and I start to make my coffee. I get out the French press, and I get out the beans, the whole beans, my little grinder, and we make ourselves a coffee. So right now we're gonna get into like my workflow for the morning. I got my AM workflow, as I call it, which is after I'm done my morning routine, which you guys just saw, my meditation, my affirmations, my gratitudes, my round one, as I like to call it, my push-ups and kind of burpees, working my knees up. Once I finish that, I'll refill my coffee, sit down, and get into my AM workflow. So, let's go. All right, so we got a lot of stops today. We got a lot of things to do. I'm bringing you guys along for the whole thing. Show you guys what it's like dealing with the fraud on an average day, and what it's like to get my workouts in, what it's like to do everything I got to do with my coaching, my content, everything. You're gonna come with me on a journey today. We're gonna see it all. So buckle up and let's go. One of the very first things I gotta do when I get in my truck is put some music on. But first, put on my Dollarama glasses. Guys, I'm honestly the worst at keeping a pair of sunglasses around. Like, I will set them down somewhere and have no idea where they go. So I just buy Dollarama ones. They look just as good for the time I have them. But one of the first things I do when I get in my vehicle, my truck, gotta get some fucking jams on, baby. Actually, lately I've been listening to a lot of podcasts rather than music. But today, because we're doing a lot, we're going to be go, go, go. I need something to pump me up right now. So for the first little bit, we're going to listen to some hype up music here. Get me all amped up. Let's go.
Look at my car.
Look at my car.
Look at my girl, look like a star.
Woo.
Look at my...
No. It's gotta be the right vibe, you know what I mean?
1, 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna go get a coffee first things first. Probably from Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons will probably be the best one. Even though we're probably gonna go to a coffee shop later. Son of a bitch.
No shit where you live, yeah, like that.
Alright. And this is one of the joys of life. My life is going very much like this now. I'm having a problem with my vehicle. Look at this. Turn this down a bit. Wow, okay. So that's been something that's been going on and off for about the last 2 weeks. It came on about, let's say, 2.5 weeks ago. Wouldn't start, just like that. Took it to my mechanics, didn't even try it again. I just tried it a couple times, wouldn't work. Called the tow truck, got it to my mechanics. The entire time I was at my mechanics, didn't happen. Didn't happen fucking once. So he's like, well, I'll just drive it and see it happen. Like, I can't fix something that I don't see anything wrong, and I just wouldn't do it again. So I was like, okay, I've been driving it since. The other day it happened while I was driving. I was at a red light and the lights all came on my dash, and I was like, oh fuck. So I turned around, came home. When I got in my vehicle again, after we went in my girlfriend's vehicle, it was fine. It's been fine ever since, and now it just happened again. Not sure what it is. I'm gonna try shutting my vehicle off one more time once it idles down here and see what happens. So let's see. And like, I ain't a fucking car guy. I ain't a truck guy. Now my engine light's on. All right, she's idled down, so I'll shot her down for a second. Just we're in a good mood too, and we're just vibing with some music. It was going great. All right, guys, here's the test. Does it sound louder? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm gonna check this out a little bit and touch base with you guys in a second. But y'all, we ain't gonna let that ruin our day. We ain't gonna let that fuck our day up. We might be good, we might not be. We're gonna do some running around and see, maybe we'll need a tow truck, maybe we won't. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get home. I hope we do. But let's get it. I'm not gonna let it ruin our day. Best day of our lives. Let's go. You guys, I want to talk to you for a second because something like that, something that's going on right now, like with my truck, typically, that would be something that would ruin my whole day. That'd be something that would put me in a negative spiral, that would put me in just a fog of fucking negativity. It would put me in a downward spiral for the rest of the day, probably get nothing done, then I'd feel worse about not accomplishing anything, then it would just spiral more and more and more and get bigger into this situation that it never needed to be because of my mindset. So, what I choose to do now is just realize there's nothing I can do except what I can do. And right now, if it was to not start, bitching, complaining, whining, all that kind of shit is not gonna do anything for me in a positive way. That's not gonna do anything for me to help this situation. It's gonna actually cause more pain, more grief, more depression, more anxiety, more stress. So half the shit that all y'all are dealing with when it comes to your anxieties and stresses are like made by yourself not taking action on the shit you gotta do. Like, if I can do something, like let's say I can tow it to my mechanics, well, do it. And if I can't, well, then don't stress about it. And the only way it should initially add more stress is if I don't take action on actually doing the things I can't control. So if I just left my truck, didn't get it towed to the mechanics, and 4 or 5 days passed, yeah, you think the stress is gonna be worse or better? Probably a lot worse, right? But if I took it to him and he was working on it, I would know it's in good hands. Yeah, I gotta pay for it and that's stressful, but I'm already prepared for that once I already take it there, right? So just holding that stress and waiting for it is just gonna amplify it even more. Alright, so let's try this here. Make copies. Choose your payment option. Copy card. Swipe card. Validating. Card balance. $2. Okay. Now I'm going to use the copy. Okay, now we need my identification. I need y'all to see that. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully it scans properly. Ah, it cut it off. Well, that's silly. We're gonna put it right in the middle and see if it prints it properly this time. Beautiful. What is up, guys? We are now here at Mountain Bean. We're at the coffee shop. I'm gonna be going in and doing some work. Before we go do some other stuff that we gotta do, we're gonna jump up in here, get some coaching work done, get some things set up for the day, and then we'll go take care of the rest of the work. So we're jumping in here, spend about an hour, hour and a half at the coffee shop, show you guys a little bit of work. So maybe not the whole thing, but I'll show you guys a little bit, and then we'll get into it. So let's go. All right, so we just finished up at Mountain Bean Coffee Shop. We're gonna go to the bank now and see if we can get the bank account unlocked due to all the fraud. But first, we're gonna see if the truck wants to participate with us right now, or if it wants to be difficult. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby, we started. I love this truck, baby, let's go. Gotta run. Alright, let's go see if they can unlock this shit. Burr! Jeez, kind of cold out there. I mean, it's still a pretty nice day, but still kind of chilly. Anyways, I got it unlocked! Yes! Fucking rights. We're unlocked. We should be good to go. I got my information. Fucking rights. This is something to celebrate, guys. Like, I've been trying to get my banking shit unlocked for months now. And Toronto Dominion, TD Bank is a fucking piece of shit. Fuck that bank all to hell. Fuck their employees. Fuck their staff. Fuck the management. Fuck the branches. Fuck everybody who's got anything to do with that place. Fuck them. Thank you to CIBC for telling me what I needed to do. Thank you to everyone who's been helping me so far in this journey. Thank you to the universe and God for fucking aligning me up to learn all this and be in a position to handle it and all that good stuff. Yes. Truck started again. We are in business, baby. And the fucking engine lights off. The fucking engine lights off. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What are you doing, Berta? Get the fuck driving. Jesus Christ. Since when does 7-Eleven not have fucking stamps? Since when? Like, I'm honestly, since when does 7-Eleven not carry fucking stamps to mail shit? What the fuck? Since when? So, I'm super pumped because all of this fraud shit has been on me, over me for so long that every step I do feels so accomplished, like, it feels like such an accomplishment because there's so much to it. So just to get my bank unlocked with these papers here, which is like the final step to like having it unlocked, is like proving that it's unlocked. It's been like 2 months of dealing with that. And that's just because I was with Toronto Dominion Bank. They decided to kick me out, as we talked about previously. And then when I went and opened up a new bank account somewhere else, because it's new and it's after the fraud date, they're like, oh, this could be fraudulent. You need to give us all of these credentials to prove that it's you. And it's like a laundry list full of fucking things I needed to do. Every one of those is not like a quick fucking thing like getting a passport. I needed one of those. I'm like, okay, well, mine's expired like about like last year. Didn't plan on getting a new one until I needed to travel. And if anyone's gotten a passport before, you know that's not like an overnight process. It takes like 2 weeks to get that in, and that was just one of them. So after you get that, you have to get another one of this, that, and the other thing, and finally, we're here. This is like one of the things that allows me to get back to a normal life. Like, I didn't have a fucking bank account, guys. A fucking bank account. Like, I've had one since I was 16 years old. It was kind of cool, to be honest, to like pay with everything with cash and like have to adjust to that lifestyle and not have to worry about like what's in my bank account, what's not. I just know this brick of cash is what I got. This is it. Like, it was kind of peaceful, thinking like, especially after the fraud, if anyone's to come, that's why I got the fanny pack now, guys. Like, check this out. I rock a fanny pack now. Some of you can hate, I don't give a fuck. But after the fraud thing, if you want my goddamn money, you're gonna fucking fight me for it. Like, you're gonna have to drag it off of my body. It's actually a really beautiful day outside. I didn't realize how fucking nice it was till I actually stepped outside for a bit. It's only gonna get nicer. I honestly used to think that I could handle the cold weather and be champ and do it, but the older I get, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I don't like coming outside and freezing. I don't like having to bundle up in 10, 12 layers to just function outside. So right now we're having a pre-made meal from Vita Health. It is like pasta and spaghetti sauce. It says 2 minutes, but I had to put it on for like 4 minutes, so it's lying. Right here we have 5 grams of fat. We have 60 grams of carbs and 30 grams of protein. So, ooh-la-ha. It's like still, what? And it's still cold in spots? No. 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 Yeah, what the fuck? Man. It was like sizzling and crackling and doing all the extra sounds. Whew, that one's so hot. Holy fuck. So this will be a little something before the gym, a little carb. Well, actually a lot of carb. I've noticed since we've added doing double the bench days, I have noticed my weight gone up. We did hit 225 last week. I'm gonna ride tonight. That's all you guys can get, because copyright. Can you guess what time it is? What time it is right now, folks? It's gym time. It's gym time. It's gym time. It says gym time? Okay. Okay. And look at that. Just a seatbelt. Nothing else.